Hi, I'm Taichi Kitamura. I'm the owner and chef of Sushi Couple Tamura here in Eastlake in Seattle. Today I'm going to show you how to make Bristol-based sockeye salmon poke. All right, first I'm going to start prepping the beautiful sockeye salmon from Bristol Bay, Alaska. All right, so I'm going to open this package and pull out this beautiful ingredient. Yeah, there's, I say about a dozen to 15 pin bones like that. So I pull that out. So I like fish with pin bones in because the meat is in much better quality with minimal damage because you're pulling out one bone at a time instead of with the machine they take multiple bones out all at once. So you can see the meat is still intact. If pin bones are out, this section will be heavily damaged. So that's the reason why I like to buy pin boning products. Okay, so now we're starting to trim off unwanted parts of the salmon. So I want to cut this into 3 sections this time. So we just want to cut this fillet in thirds like that. So first you see this line in the center. I cut into that line and then I scrape the beautiful meat off the skin this way. Yeah. And also there are small bones left, so you make an incision this way and scrape the meat off like this. That way you have beautiful fillet without skin or the bloodline. Okay, now we have boneless, skinless, bloodlineless fillets ready to cut into cubes. So today we're just prepping 4 servings. So I'm going to use one of the back loin and one of the belly loins. Okay. All right. So we have a nice back loin like this. We cut this in half and now we cut them into cubes using the full blade of knife. We're cutting in this fillet into about into a cube about this big, about 1 inch square. All right. Okay, now we want to cut the belly loin into cubes too. The belly loin, the half the loin is going to be very thin, but it's okay. This is poke, so we're still going to cut it in half, and we cut this into cubes. Okay. All right. So now the salmon's ready. Now we're moving on to preparing the sugar kelp. Okay. Open up a package. Beautiful kelp, but it still may have a little, I don't know, I think this is roots. So I will discard that because it's a little bit tough. And make sure we want to cut this kelp into bite sizes. So some along like this, and I want to cut it into about 1.5 inches. Yeah, well, comes from pristine water of Cordova. Yeah. Okay, so now we have this beautiful kelp. I'm going to shock it in boiling water. Okay, 3 cups of boiling water. I'm just going to blanch about 5 ounces of sugar kelp and just quick shock. So I'm going to strain this. You're not really cooking it, you're just shocking it to brighten up the color. And now we want to shock it again in ice water. Okay, this will help keep the bright green color, also a nice crunchy texture. The blanching will also help reduce the slight sliminess that's left in seaweed. Okay. And you want to squeeze as much water as you can so it won't dilute the sauce. So make sure there's no ice. So now we have the salmon and the seaweed. And I'm going to cut this English cucumber. I always like to add crunchy cucumber in my poke. So all 3 inches of English cucumber like that. And I do want to seed this. I cut in half and I cut into quarters. And after I cut into quarters, I'm going to seed this and cut them into 3/4 of inch cubes. So cucumber is an optional. So if you don't have cucumbers, that's fine. And if you have a lot of cucumbers, you can add a lot of cucumbers to this. So now we have the 3 components. All right, now we're going to make the dressing sauce. Very simple ingredients. I have a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Let's add that into a big mixing bowl, and I also have a 1/4 cup of toasted sesame seed oil. Okay, it's important it's toasted sesame seed oil. Just plain sesame seed oil does not have a nice toasty sesame flavor, so make sure the oil is toasted. And you add that into the soy sauce. You whisk a little bit. And I also like to add just a half teaspoon of, this is sambal sauce. You could use any kind of spicy hot sauce. You know, some people like to use Tabasco, obviously sriracha. Or if you don't like it spicy, you don't have to add anything at all. So this is optional. And by whisking, it emulsifies and it gets creamy. Okay? By making it creamy, it helps to dress the salmon and the seaweed and cucumber. So you see how creamy it turned? A little bit. Okay. And you add the salmon and the seaweed and the cucumber. And I'm just going to dress this like that. See how beautifully dressed that is? Look at the color of that. Nice bright red of the sockeye and fresh green of the cucumber and dark green of the seaweed. Now I'm going to plate this. Okay, this is totally optional. If you have nice sesame seeds, you can put sesame seeds on top. And here you go. This is a beautiful Eva's Wild Bristol Bay Sockeye, Noble Ocean, Sugar Kelp, and English Cucumber Poké.